Hey guys, Dave from Icon Gym. I'm here with my man Zach. He's also a trainer at Icon. And what we want to do today is take you on a grocery store tour. We're going to show you guys what you should be eating, when you should be eating or considering eating it, and just going through a variety of different foods that you may want to think or consider about adding into your daily routine. We're talking about not only breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but we're also going to be talking about everyone's favorite desserts. So we want to help you guys make this a lifestyle change and be sustainable throughout your whole entire life and enjoy your diet. So we're going to take you to Harris Teeter right now. And we're going to get into things. So let's go. All right, guys, we are here at the grocery store, and first stop, we got our veggies. Tons of veggies, overwhelming almost, right? You got green beans, asparagus, eggplants. Some of these things I have to take a second look at because I don't even know what they are. Keep it simple starting out, all right? We got asparagus, real simple to prepare. Just literally lay them on a cookie sheet, spray it down with a little bit of coconut oil spray, roast it for 10, 15 minutes, 350, easy, all right? So don't make things too complicated starting out. A lot of these green veggies, you can also use a little bit of grass-fed butter or ghee or coconut oil or something and just saute it in those good fats, right? You don't need to use a lot, just a little bit, okay? So asparagus is a really good one. Green beans right next to it, really easy as well. You can even buy these green beans already packaged, so all you literally have to do is dump it out, okay? All these vegetables are gonna give you a lot of nutrients, and cooking these vegetables in good fats are really gonna help you absorb a lot of those vitamins and minerals that are in the vegetables. So sticking to mostly green leafy initially, okay? And then once you start to really get used to, or tired of, I should say, some of these vegetables, you can start to switch it up a little bit, maybe try something new, etc. But I honestly just start out for somebody's diet, start off with something very simple. Asparagus, green beans, broccoli, cucumbers, really easy stuff to prepare, and you can do it in bulk as well. All right, moving on. One of my best tips that I can give you that's like the easiest thing ever is in the salad aisle or packaged spinach, salad, spring mix, all that stuff, right? So in here, we got things like baby spinach. So what I'll do with this, it's already pretty much done for you. So legit, you just open it up, take a handful out, and just throw it in your eggs or your meal that you're eating, meat, whatever you want to do. All right, just take a handful or two and just add that to your meal. Super easy, super fast, and that's what it's all about, just getting quick, quality nutrition in. You can even drizzle a little bit of olive oil on it. Boom, you're done. All right, guys, we are on the meat aisle, or whatever you want to call it, right? So the thing that you guys need to understand is when you do see your chicken, your beef, your steak, all protein that you eat, no matter how lean it is, it has some fat in it. Even if it's 99%, it has a little bit of fat in it. So you have to be considerate of your meats and how much fat they have in it, right? Because if you do eat a lot of meat that is very fatty, those things can add up over time. So at the grocery store or wherever you shop, whether it be Whole Foods, Harris Teeter, whatever, you have your meats, and it's important to read the labels on the back. Like for instance, this says ground chicken. Now somebody that might not know might see this ground chicken and be like, oh, that looks lean, zero, probably hardly any fat in it, right? But you flip it over, per serving, 4-ounce serving, it has 9 grams of fat, all right? 22 grams of protein. Now, pretty good protein, but that fat content can add up pretty fast. And let's say you're eating 3 to 4 meals of chicken a day, right? And your fat content is, for the day, roughly, let's say 40 grams. That's gonna add up really fast. Like that's like 36 grams right there in fat, just from chicken, okay? So you have to be, and if you're using oils, then that's gonna add up even further, right? So you have to be really aware of how much fat and things are in your meat, right? So you got the ground chicken there. You have turkey breast here, which has 99% lean. So if you flip this over, this has 1 gram of fat, as opposed to our chicken, which had 9 grams of fat. So this is a really easy way as well if you want to fit like things like avocado or olive oil into your meal. Then you might want to stick with a lower fat meat, and then add that fat in on the side. If you, let's say, you like want a salad or something like that, you want to add some olive oil too. So just being aware of the different kinds of meat. Stay away from some of the really fattier processed meats like pepperoni, a lot of the sausages, some of those that don't have a lot of protein but just have a lot of fat. You want to probably stay away from those more than anything, and just stick to your leaner cuts of meat. And if you can at all, grass-fed, grass-finished, if you're gonna buy red meat. So hope that helps, guys, and let's move on to the next food. All right, let's talk about eggs now. One thing that a lot of people need to know about eggs. Eggs are on one of the foods on the intolerance list, right? So a lot of people have issues with eggs, along with corn, soy, wheat. So it is a big peanut butter. It is a big offender in terms of can give people a lot of digestive issues. A lot of people have issues with eczema, things like that when they eat eggs. Eggs are really versatile. You can cook with them, you can do all that stuff. I love eggs. You can do egg whites, which is just primarily going to give you protein, okay? You can also do whole eggs, okay, which I love, Eggs I like to have breakfast or even dinner time, right? So very versatile food. With eggs, you're gonna get a lot of minerals like zinc, vitamin A, a lot of really healthy omega fats, okay? And choline. Eggs are a great source of choline, and choline is really beneficial for our brain and our cell membranes, okay? So I strongly recommend including eggs if you can tolerate them in your diet, whether you eat them for breakfast or dinner. Eggs at breakfast, I'll give you a sample breakfast. Maybe I like people that are after fat loss, which a lot of people are, maybe 3 or 4 whole eggs, maybe 1 or 2 slices of natural bacon if you can do bacon, and then some veggies on the side, all right? So good protein, good fats, and a lot of veggies there. Start your day off right, get your brain function really good so you're not loading yourself up with a lot of like carbs in terms of pancakes and cereals and things like that. But very good way to get your day started and help your cravings later in the day as well. So try having eggs for breakfast or whenever you want to have them really, and eat the whole thing, all right? Because it's not going to hurt you, and it's actually very beneficial for you. But I want to talk specifically about pasta and how you can actually still incorporate it in your diets and not go crazy, all right? So one of the things that my wife and I like to do, and we recommend at Icon, is you have a lot of variety here, all right? We don't want you to necessarily always think of like your normal pasta. I get it if you're Italian, all that stuff, but you have to understand again that listen to your body. So if you're eating pasta and you're getting full, really full, that can really be just inflammation, like silent inflammation in your body, all right? So again, I highly recommend trying to switch off that, eating that kind of pasta, that basic standard pasta, but trying to switch to something maybe like even trying, an edamame type pasta, which can be a nice distraction in terms of flavor, texture, and all that stuff, right? So turn it on the back here. This has 24 grams of protein, and that's in 4 servings per container, but 25 grams of protein per serving. Okay, so in this box, you got like 100 grams of protein, which you pair this with like a small amount of like meat or chicken, you're really only getting 6 grams of net carbs if you subtract the fiber from that per serving. So this would be fantastic for someone, that's trying to watch the carbohydrates, but still eat well and still enjoy kind of like a pasta-like dish, right? And you're getting a lot of nutrition from this as well, all right? Some other things as well, you got things like gluten-free rotini. You know how big we are on gluten-free stuff a lot of times. Literally the 2 ingredients are organic corn flour and organic quinoa flour. So this might be a good option if you are thinking like, hey, I'm feeling some rotini tonight and I want to kind of switch it up a little bit. Maybe you go to this. And you really just have to be mindful here, guys, of the nutrition facts on here. So you got the 2 ounces per serving, and servings per container, there's 4 servings per container. All right, so if you cook this whole thing, this would be roughly equal to about 160, so 40. So if you took out the 4 grams from 46, that'd be about 42. Let's round down, about 40. So 40 times 4, which is 4 servings per container, that's gonna be 160 grams of carbohydrates for this whole box. So you could very easily make this into like 4 separate meals, cook the whole box, divide it out into separate dishes, and you could have pasta for 4 nights, you know? So again, all of this matters. Again, we're just talking general here, so it really matters on where you're currently at in terms of your conditioning, how much body fat you have, and how many carbs you actually deserve at this moment in time. So these are some really good options. I mean, you have tons of different options here, but really trying to stick to the gluten-free variety and different varieties, like, I mean, green lentil, red lentil. You have a lot of different varieties here that you can try out, and not just stick to one basic variety. All right.